Hey, it's James with Make It Happen Greenhouse and Carp's Bees, and I'm doing a little experiment here. Let me back up a bit and just show you what you've all seen. I have the greenhouse here in this little area behind the greenhouse where, you know, I have my propane, but essentially a little workshop kind of area. It's hidden from the neighbors. It's got a nice tree back here with some lovely shade, especially in those hot Kansas days. Put some shelves in, and it butts up against the apiary. And what's happening is, first of all, the bees like to use this area as kind of a tunnel, so they'll shoot through here and out to, you know, collect pollen and do what they need to do. But the issue's been that we have a few guard bees that get in here, and they have now decided that this is their territory. So anytime I come in here, you know, I'm getting hit in the head, and it doesn't matter whether I'm here or whether I'm way over there. So it's becoming a little bit of an issue. So some options that I was exploring was, hey, maybe I can, you know, put a screen up between kind of across the corner of the greenhouse here, and you know, force the bees to kind of go up in the air and then over. So that was an option. And then somebody posted online something about peppermint being a deterrent to bees, and I'm thinking, wow, what if I just mixed up a little bit of peppermint, which I have here, and I'm doing an experiment with, you know, maybe a little bit of peppermint with some water, and just spray it around the place a bit and see if it prevents the bees from coming back here behind the greenhouse. Really just kind of an invisible barrier. You know, I'm not gonna obviously do anything in the apiary. There's a bee right there, so geez, wondering, I think they're coming back from foraging. But anyway, obviously not gonna do anything in the apiary. I don't wanna deter bees and have them leave. That's not good. And if they're just flying through quick, probably no big deal. But if they're hanging out in here and guarding it, you know, maybe this could stop them. So I went ahead and I kind of doused a lot of things, the tree here, all the shelving and equipment on here with peppermint spray. And then the other thing I did is I took these sugar shakers and put cotton balls in there and basically doused those cotton balls with 100% peppermint oil. So that should hold off for a while. Put them in these old planters, just hung them here from this pipe, and then did the same thing over here, just hoping that maybe that'll calm these bees down a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'll let you know. We're in the evening time here, foragers coming back, so we'll see. I'm gonna suit up and go ahead and do a couple quick little inspections. I need to check and see if Constance is actually laying eggs, and then the progress of this new hive here, London, and just see if they're actually making queen cells, because it's actually queenless right now. So and here I'm just observing that there's a bee wandering around here, checking things out, maybe wondering what this new smell is, and just took off. So you know, I fill the feeders over here. That's probably not the greatest idea. That certainly is sugar and attracts them. There's another one. So just kind of seeing what they're doing here. You know, bees are super smart. They know their business, but so far, knock on wood, I don't have any buzzing me in the head, and that would be the sure sign that those are the guard bees. So these are maybe just forager bees, or maybe water bees are often over here looking. Looks like they're just, you know, checking out the sugar water, which is, again, no big deal. It's those very aggressive guard bees that will just come right up and just start pinging me in the head that I'm trying to deter. So we'll see what happens. The other thing I have here is I brought the cart out, and the cart has some wax frames, so obviously that's gonna incent them to come over here. So I'm gonna actually move this out. But let me get my gloves and suit on, and then we'll do that. So anyway, I'll let you know how it turns out, if the experiment is a success or not, or if it's a bunch of hooey that peppermint would actually deter bees. But just trying to do a more non-invasive way to work with these bees. I know this is their space, and I want to respect that, but I also would, you know, need to be able to get back here without getting stung. So that's the other thing that kind of sucks. So and I don't want to have to suit up completely every time I'm back. I don't mind putting a veil on and working back here in t-shirt and shorts, but if today that one came up to me, chased me all the way away from the greenhouse and still zapped me in the rib through my t-shirt. So you know, that's not the right kind of behavior that I want to have happen here. That's not going to be good for me or the bees long term. So, and why should a bee have to give up their life to protect themselves from me, who's just trying to help them? So they're doing their job, I know, but we'll find a way to coexist here. We'll work through it. So anyway, there you have it. I'll give you an update in a little bit, and then just one last thing is I am going to make some adjustments to these visors. You see the one there with the cedar on it right up front? That's I quickly installed that, and that's kind of a hack job here. So when we take a look inside this hive, I'll fix that. But I do have one that's farther out that I'll get some video of here, but you can kind of see it just barely through the tree there. It's white, and it's installed completely correctly over the roam hive, and I noticed today that it was providing some exceptional shade through the hottest part of the day to the landing board. So that's actually a pretty good thing to have happen. So and I'm trying to remember his name from his YouTube channel. I think it's somebody Dunn. Apologize for that, but really great YouTuber who does all kinds of wonderful discussions and Q&As on bees and beekeeping. Just fantastic job. I like to watch his videos. Frederick Dunn. Wonderful filmography and photos that he takes, and he was the inspiration for those visors. So he kind of did a demo of how he built them, and I modeled mine pretty closely to those. So thank you, Frederick Dunn, for that. So anyway, talk to you soon. Okay. So a couple things. Let me give you the results of the peppermint spray, and I will say that these aggressive guard bees will continue to come at you for a bit, but if you keep misting in the air around your, you know, just in front of you and kind of at them as they're coming at you, they will eventually back off. I sprayed this whole area, and it seems that it has calmed down. Now it's evening, and who knows, we'll have to do a few day test of this. But we'll leave these sugar shakers out here with the peppermint, the cotton balls inside. And certainly when you spill sugar all over a table, that is a near irresistible treat, it looks like, for the bees. So they're still meandering over here, but I will say there's a lot less than before. I actually kind of walked right into the hot zone here, which is, and you'll see it in a second here, which is Egypt, the small hive, and Rome, and right away, boom, they're on me, just on me. And I came in with the spray and went ahead and kind of mist in the air, and they kept at it for a bit, but did back off a little bit. So it's kind of like smoking them. So maybe that's, I'm just going to have to break down and use smoke on these guys. I haven't really been very aggressive about that. But right now, there's a bee just all over me. You can hear her. Listen. There's two now. So they're determined to protect their hive, and that's a good thing. But I will say that the other hives don't act the same way. So a little bit of aggressiveness there. So we're not going to reproduce Rome or Egypt with the queens. They can live out their life, that's fine. But we're not going to reproduce off those. We're going to strictly reproduce off the Constance line as long as I can. And just let that be. So anyway, so just a quick update on some other things. So first of all, the visors really turned out nice, I think. Didn't have the exact equipment from the Frederick Dunn video, but came close, and they screwed on pretty nicely. At least the first one was pretty much seamless. The other one had a few issues. I'll go show you that right now. So this one I added kind of a cedar top to, and you know, I didn't have the right fittings that he used, and I kind of pounded in a nut and a bolt, and the bolt kind of popped out, even though I glued it in pretty solidly. But it's holding up, so we'll see how long this lasts. I think it'll be okay. And it's on there. I mean, it just feels like it's not going anywhere. So anyway, it's kind of into the wood of that medium super there. So anyway, it looks nice. You can see bees seem to be enjoying it. You know, a little shade for them. The sun will come right across here, and they'll be shaded for a good half of the day with that. That's extra shade. So a lot less work they have to do fanning, so that's a good thing. The other thing we did was an inspection of our little hive here, Leia, and I didn't get any pictures because I was trying to get in and out of there pretty quick, but it does seem like there were a few, and I mean 3 or 4 eggs that were actually laid into some cells, so that's a good sign. Hopefully that'll continue. We'll check in a few days here, and hopefully the progress will continue. It's a very small hive, but the bees seem very active, the ones that are in there anyway, and hopefully they can just hang on long enough to get a new set of brood coming out, and they'll be good. So there you have it. And it's getting evening time, and the more mature forager bees are coming in, and I think they're just kind of alerting everyone to what's going on. So the other thing we did is we did go into England here and see if they were actually making some queen cups, and they do appear to be doing that. They're definitely active, so I'm going to leave them alone now for, you know, about 5 days, and then I'll come back in and check. By the way, here's the new symbol for the England hive, hive number 6. So you can see it's kind of like a little tower there defending England, and hopefully we'll get Queen Elizabeth out of there and some additional sisters. So beautiful evening here. It's cooled off quite a bit. It feels great being out here. Just really nice, gorgeous evening to spend with the bees. So despite them really wanting me to leave, but hopefully we'll have a nice little symbiotic relationship here, and we'll continue to get this apiary built out. Have a good one. And by the way, have a great 4th of July for everyone in America. You can hear some booms in the background. We're getting ready to blow some things up here in Kansas. So happy 4th.